Romshinators, it is so good to be back speaking with you once again here on Romshii Radio. Today we're talking about something that affects us all, and that is cult-like work environments. You see, because society as a whole is a cult, and we all form little mini cults. Even a little group of friends can be a cult. A small business can be a cult. Anywhere you find a group of people adhering to a belief system that might be slightly crazy, and the only reason it seems crazy is because it's not aligned with the main big cult that we're all a part of. You know, you can call those little mini cults inside of that. Maybe the big cult is society, and anything that's kind of smaller than society that kind of sticks out a bit, maybe that's what we call a cult. I don't know. I'm not an expert, but this is an article here from thetakeout.com. It says Panda Express employee alleges cult-like initiation rituals at self-improvement seminars. Panda Express, Chinese food, succulent, delicious, noodles, chicken, red sauce, rice with all sorts of fixins in it. You know, everybody loves a good Chinese meal, am I right? But little do you know, when you take that chicken ball into your mouth and you start chewing it up, you are in fact fueling a evil cult, which is abusive and insane. And this is an article from all the way back in 2019. This is before the pandemic. This is a while ago, but I saw this come up, and I had to talk about it. Today in the realm of food news, there is a story so troubling, blah, 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 blah. According to a lawsuit filed last month against both Panda Express Restaurant and Alive Seminars, the plaintiff and a group of other Panda Express employees were isolated in a blackened out room and told to sit quietly with no phones, clocks, or distractions. The plaintiff estimates that after an hour of sitting in silent darkness, a man, an employee of Alive Seminars, stormed in and began screaming at them in Spanish for sitting there and doing nothing when that is exactly what they had been instructed to do. This is to create cognitive dissonance. This is to create anxiety. This is to create a break in the mind so that they can further indoctrinate these people into serving the best damn Chinese food that this world has ever seen. I've never eaten at Panda Express. I don't know if it's not a Canadian thing. I probably wouldn't, because pandas are endangered. He then berated the Panda Express employees on an individual basis, telling them they were nothing and don't matter. After this first round of terror, the group was then guided through a series of team-building exercises. This is classic cult stuff. They're trying to break you down so that they can form a new person, essentially, which is hilarious that a fast food chain is going to do this, and also not hilarious. We're not going to laugh at these people, but sad that people are so desperate for work. And as I said, this is before the pandemic, so this was like when things were a lot better than they are now, I suppose. Are so desperate for a job that they will actually put up with this. They didn't just all get up and walk out. And that's because we live in a world of desperation and poverty and insanity, where we have been broken down from day one. We're put into the school system, told what to do, ordered around by a bell. If we speak up, if we defend ourselves, we get sent to the office. We go to jobs where the gun is always at our head. If we speak up, defend ourselves, our job is always on the line, and our job leads to our ability to have a roof over our heads. So essentially, the gun is at our heads. So they're sitting there in fear, letting some guy yell at them in Spanish after they've been put in an isolated dark room, and they're not walking out. They're waiting it out because they need that paycheck. They need to pay rent. In the first exercise, the attendees had to pretend they were on a sinking ship and that only 4 of them would be able to survive. They were told by their fellow Panda Express employees why they were worthy of living or dying. During this exercise, multiple Alive Seminars staff members continued to hurl verbal abuse at the group, saying that nobody would care if any of them lived or died because they do not stand out sufficiently. So this is just... the fuck was that? Romshinators, I think I might be under attack right now. Did you hear that? There might be agents outside the building. I have to finish this video quick. This is just all classic cult stuff, and it's crazy that this is going down. So when you go to a fast food restaurant, just think, this is the type of thing that could be happening behind the scenes, defended by the vast amount of lawyers and money that a company like this has. So They are basically prepping these people to stab each other in the back, to see themselves as separate from each other, to understand that one day they're going to have to rat the other one out for something they did at work, and one day they're going to have to backstab this guy to get ahead. They're just prepping them for this. They're brainwashing them to be the perfect corporate slaves. And this may seem out of line. You might look at this and think, wow, Panda Express, this is terrible. This is terrible what you've done here. This is what the whole society does to us, by the way. This is just a crazy sort of clown-like version that is so brazen and so brash that it becomes very obvious and crazy. And it looks crazy when you see it like this. This is all actually very normal. These are things that happen in our society all the time. We see it in the movies. We see it in the TV shows. It's not personal. It's just business. People stabbing each other in the back. People lying. People being two-faced. People doing anything to get ahead. People aligning themselves with the corporate overlords instead of their own fellow people just to get a little bit of extra money. These are the qualities that we have been told from birth make us successful in this society. And it only seems crazy when we see it acted out in this almost satirical way, but it's really very normal, which is the crazy part. Let me know if you agree down in the comment. I mean, that's what it seems like to me. After that exercise was complete, the group was instructed to stand, close their eyes, and pretend that a light from above was sucking any negative energy out of them. This is a classic white light meditation technique. You breathe in the beautiful white light energy from the universe, you breathe out the darkness, and they're co-opting this for their cult here. So they're sucking the negative energy out. While this occurred, the plaintiff alleges that the staff member took a video of the group. That's disgusting. The plaintiff still in her underwear. I guess we skipped over that part. So they've stripped. They've stripped at some point. Yeah, it says here, sorry, I skipped a paragraph. When the plaintiff arrived for the second day of the seminar, she was forced to strip. That's insane. They took a video of it. So this almost aligns with Scientology. They're almost like trying to get blackmail. So they're trying to get an embarrassing half-naked video of you. This is crazy. So this is outlining basically everything that a major cult would do. They've definitely taken the Scientology playbook here. Panda Express released a statement to the Washington Post saying that the company is horrified by the oh my God, we had no idea. We had no idea. Oh, I wish I could do that. I wish I could just do the most Actually, I don't. I don't wish I could do that because I'm better than these people. I'm not so corrupted. I fought back against the brainwashing. I wouldn't do this to somebody. I would fight against it. God damn it. And I hope that if you're watching this, you would fight against it too. You have to do the most evil things ever, and they're like, we're horrified. Yeah, you did it. Like, you did it, man. I hate that. One thing I hate is when you bring something up, when you confront somebody. When you confront some group of people and say, hey, you're doing something really bad, and they're like, oh my God, just breathe. I did not know I was making you feel that way. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You're the one doing it, and I don't buy this for a second. Like, it's crazy that this is a classic deflection. I'm so horrified. I'm actually probably more horrified than you, because I've been paying for this the whole time. That's what they're saying. What? I didn't know. Jeez. I guess the rice and the chicken balls aren't going to make themselves. I had to whip them into line. I didn't know they was making a full-blown cult and getting them to strip naked and taking pictures of them. Don't believe them. Don't let people gaslight you like this. They knew. We do not condone the kind of behavior described in the lawsuit, and it is deeply they're so concerned. So just so you guys know, if you guys felt at all worried about this, just know that Panda Express is deeply concerned. We are committed to providing a safe environment for all associates. Oh, thank God. Oh, okay, hold on. Whew. Let's just breathe. Let's breathe. Oh, thank God. See, I was reading this thinking that Panda Express was going to just shrug this off and act like, oh, this is so relieving. They're actually deeply concerned and horrified. So this is great. I'm sure something like this will never happen again. Thank God. So I don't know about you, Romshii, but that was a roller coaster. But I'm really glad that Panda Express is super horrified and concerned. I'm sure this has never happened again. This was way back in 2019. And I hope that you have the self-respect and awareness and financial stability and belief in yourself to avoid these types of situations in your own life. But as I said, I mean, what they've done is basically a microcosm of society. So, I mean, it's hard to really know what to say. But I thought this was interesting. Thank you so much for joining me, Romshinators. I really appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day. Try to be a free thinker. Try to free your mind. Don't let yourself get into these crazy situations if you can help it. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later.